mission is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Technology can shape growth, help us be more agile, we can use technology to change, disrupt the landscape of the industries that we participate in. Building technology so that others can build technology and make things happen. Our success is not dependent on our products. It's dependent on the success that our customers, our partners have with our products. It's really not about our ambitions, but it's the application of our ambitions so that we can deliver digital transformation. I want you to envision what difference can you make to shape the world.
So the Microsoft Cloud is optimized for organizations and the partners and software companies who build solutions for them. The Microsoft Cloud enables you to implement cloud-based productivity and business app solutions that enable employees to be more successful and to be able to reinvent business processes. The Microsoft Cloud also enables you to build new applications that enable you to engage better with your customers and optimize the running of your businesses and take advantage of some of the cloud-based infrastructure that we provide to achieve much better agility and cost savings. The Microsoft Cloud enables you to take advantage of the new data and intelligence technology that we have, things like machine learning, advanced analytics, IoT, cognitive services, to unlock new insights about your data and enable intelligent action from it. And the Microsoft Cloud enables you to ensure that all of these solutions are delivered in a secure way and can be managed holistically. No other company out there delivers and offers the breadth and the depth of what the Microsoft Cloud delivers. And it's this flexibility to use and integrate all of these different capabilities together that enables you to really transform and differentiate your businesses. So with that context of the overall Microsoft Cloud, let's now drill into the work that we're doing with Dynamics 365. With Dynamics 365, we're integrating our existing Dynamics CRM and ERP products into one new service. And this new Dynamics 365 service now provides end-to-end business application functionality, all of it delivered as a SaaS service in the cloud. Dynamics 365 provides an incredibly rich set of business functionality across each of the different business apps that are part of the Dynamics 365 service. And throughout this conference, we have talks that will go super deep into the capabilities of each of these different business apps. And you'll find as you get more exposed to these apps that they also share some common traits. In particular, they're purpose-built, productive, intelligent, and designed to be adaptable to literally any environment. And I'm going to spend the rest of this keynote walking through what we mean by each of these. Let's start by talking about the work we're doing to enable these to be purpose-built. Dynamics 365 is designed with you in mind. And it gives you the flexibility to start with and pay for only what you actually need. With Dynamics 365, you can use just the business apps that you want to use. So for example, you might start with just the sales app and use only that. Or perhaps you start with customer service and just use that. Or take advantage of operations and just use that. And each of these apps can be provisioned in just minutes and give you everything you need to solve a specific business problem. And as your needs grow, you can optionally enable additional business apps within Dynamics 365. And as you add more of these business applications, they seamlessly integrate with each other and with the existing on-premise systems that you might already have to enable new scenarios that cross business processes. Prospect to cash is one example of an end-to-end business scenario that we're delivering with the release of Dynamics 365. Traditionally, this type of business process within an organization has been split up across multiple different system of record silos. But if you want to deliver a great customer experience, it's really a great customer experience as a result of the complete experience that that customer is going to have with your business. From their first interaction to you, to the time they get the product or service that they want, to how they pay the invoice. And with Dynamics 365, we now allow you to easily integrate that business process workflow together, so that when a salesperson quotes a price, it takes into account tax rules and discount calculations. It can feed into inventory and manufacturing forecasts for more accurate and cost-effective planning. And it gives you the ability to deliver the best customer service possible and let your business stay ahead of market demands. Now, to better enable these types of end-to-end business processes, we've also unified the navigation and core user experiences across each of our Dynamics 365 business applications. The user experience is designed to be clean. We like to think it's beautiful, and it's familiar across each of the applications. So for example, that was the sales app. This is the operations app. This is the financials app. And it gives you the ability to seamlessly move between these applications without having to switch windows. You can actually just use the menu to quickly switch between any of the specific roles. And for our existing Dynamics 3 CRM, AX, and Nav customers, the application experiences will still look familiar, but that integration and the experience you have across the different applications will be seamless and much better than before. And when a user logs into Dynamics 365, the home screen that they see will actually show you all the business apps and information relevant to you and your specific role within the organization. And we don't just integrate the built-in business apps within Dynamics 365 into this home screen. We also make it easy to seamlessly find and enable hundreds of additional business apps that have been built by our partners. And using the Microsoft App Source, which is a new application marketplace that we launched this summer for business applications, you can now literally search and find hundreds of different applications designed specifically for your business and for your industry. And when you find one and activate one, they'll appear fully integrated directly into the home screen on Dynamics 365, and can also then surface UI automatically throughout all the different business applications to customize them further. The end result, we think, is a really rich, unified experience that enables you to be even more successful. So what I want to do is actually show off Dynamics 365 for the first time, and I'd like to invite Ryan Cunningham on stage to show us all these great capabilities live with real code. Here's Ryan.
Thank you, Scott. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the new Dynamics 365. Scott mentioned this, but I can't think of a better way to show off all of these applications finally working together under one roof and on one common foundation than here in this arena with all of their best users literally under one roof and sharing one common foundation. It's an honor. What you're looking at is the new home of Dynamics 365. In fact, this is the front door, one common jumping off point for all of the applications we need to run our business. And as an employee, that means one place to start for any particular task or workflow I need to get done. But it's not just about starting points. It means that as I navigate these tasks across 3 or 4 or 5 different applications, I don't have to open 3 or 4 or 5 different browser tabs and learn that many different navigation styles and remember that many URLs and store data in that many systems that don't necessarily play nice with each other behind the scenes. And it certainly means that I don't have to try not to get distracted by Pokemon or the latest hashtag as I'm doing all of that context switching. With Dynamics 365, it's all right here. So let's see it in action. I'm going to dive into the sales app here because I just got off the phone with my contact at the Graphic Design Institute, and they are ready to move forward on the quote and the opportunity that we've been working on for a while now, which is great because you can see from this embedded Power BI chart that I've got some deals up in my pipeline here that I need to close and move forward. In fact, you'll find today that Power BI is embedded throughout the Dynamics 365 experience. More importantly, the intelligence and the data it's drawing on is coming not just from my sales data, but actually from my entire supply chain. Even down to how my field service team is doing. So I can get a snapshot of information in context that helps me make smart decisions. But also, like we've heard, what's great is that if you're a current user of Dynamics CRM Online, are there any of those in the house today? Yeah, okay, I thought so. You're already at home here. You know how to use this thing. Your leads and your opportunities and your accounts and your contacts are all still just a click away right where you expect them to be. So let's get these graphic designers a printer here. Let's dive into this opportunity. So we can, like we're used to, see a great opportunity. We can see the products that they're interested in. Turns out they're buying a top-of-the-line carbon fiber 3D printer and some accessories to go with it. And we can dive right into that quote that we've prepared that they've now approved and are ready to go with. So we can just get in here and create the order and move on. Now, those of you who are CRM experts in the crowd will say, hey, that's bread and butter CRM stuff, and you're right. But in a classic CRM world, that's also the end of the line. That's where the process has stopped. And we've gotten to the edge of one big canyon between the classic CRM system and are staring across at the edge of the operations system that needs to actually deliver that order and get it to a customer and manage all of the inventory and stocking around it as well. And with Dynamics 365, these apps are all integrated together. In fact, at the UI layer, I don't even have to go back to that home screen. Here from the task pane, I've got all of the applications available to me, available a click away anywhere I am within the system. In fact, I can even pin the ones I use most often to the top level so that they're extra close at hand when I need to switch. So I can pop over here into operations. And you'll notice, again, similar to before, if you're a user of Dynamics AX7 today, this is a familiar UI. You know where to go here. We can dive into a sales order workspace and just keep going. But what's really powerful is that it's not just the UI that's connected, it's the data as well. In fact, we can see that same sales order that we just created in the sales application is already here synced in operations. And in fact, it's been enhanced with the extra information that operations knows about it. And so we know exactly what to put in a box, exactly what to invoice, and exactly what to keep doing to move this business process forward. And that's pretty cool. But it also just doesn't stop at big screens in the web. In fact, it cascades for us all the way down to our mobile devices. So I can pop over here to the new Dynamics 365 for Operations mobile app on iOS and Android and get, again, all of that same information and just drill into it here, that same sales order, those same lines. So if I'm down in the warehouse and I need to pack this 3D printer up to get it shipped out the door, I can do that and I can report that I did it and feed that data right back into the system without even having to sit down at a terminal. And you'll see again how Dynamics 365 is inherently mobile throughout the stack today as we look at other demos. But this is a really powerful example of that, which, by the way, also fully supports offline mode so that even if I wander into that far corner of the warehouse where we have spotty reception, we're not going to lose a lick of data. So coming back to the home screen, what's extra powerful about this is we start to see these applications integrate across our business process from the moment we shake hands with a customer or come up with an idea for a product on a whiteboard all the way through delivering that and deepening that relationship, is that we can additionally bring more purpose-built applications to help us along that process as we go. And Microsoft AppSource is embedded right inside of Dynamics 365, which means that this world is not just limited to those apps that come out of the box from Microsoft, but actually is open to the whole breadth and power of the global Microsoft partner community. Now, AppSource just launched in July, but already there are hundreds of applications here. And they span industries and verticals, and they're really rich and robust. You're not going to find Pokemon here either, unfortunately, but you are going to find really robust apps from partners like TriBridge. This Health 360 app is awesome. We're bringing together partner analytics and patient data and making a meaningful impact in the outcomes and the lives of patients across North America. That's a big deal. Now, we can also search AppSource, right? We can look for other great vendors like Veripark. Totally different industry, using the power of Cortana intelligence to help financial services companies make better recommendations to their customers. And what's great about AppSource, in fact, what we're excited to announce brand new today, is that it's not just software products you'll find here, but it's also partners who can help you integrate and get the most out of those products as well. And like everything else in Dynamics 365, these are found in context and relevant to what you're doing at that time. In fact, we can see that here for Veripark, Cyber, and Wipro are partners that already have expertise with this particular app, and they can answer our questions, and they can help us get the most out of that experience if we want to move forward. Now, this is just launching today, but already there are more than 100 great partners, system integrator partners, listed in AppSource. You can find that today at appsource.com, and you'll be able to get it right in context in Dynamics 365 here as well. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit and see what it looks like as we acquire those apps, as we add those purpose-built components to our workflow, even as we build our own custom apps using Power Apps, which you'll see up here a little bit later today. All of those flow into this same place. They come into this shell of Dynamics 365 and they make it a richer place with apps that keep our people more productive, that keep data flowing and our systems more intelligent, and ultimately are easy to adapt as our business needs change. And that's pretty transformative. So thank you, everybody, and back to you, Scott.
So we've talked about the purpose-built nature of Dynamics 365. Let's switch gears now and talk about another of the core themes that pervades the Dynamics 365 release, which is how it can make your employees even more productive. You know, companies have finite resources, and productivity is critical for businesses to be able to scale. And with Dynamics 365, we're making employees and business processes much more productive. And one of the key ways that we're enabling this is by making it incredibly easy to integrate automated business processes directly into the productivity tools that your employees use on a day-to-day basis, and enabling them to use these combined tools on any device and on any platform. In particular, we've deeply integrated Dynamics 365 and Office 365 together and enabled immersive experiences that seamlessly span across the two. For example, when you use Outlook as your email client and a customer sends an employee of yours an email, we can provide the full customer details directly within Outlook, enabling a much richer customer conversation. And these experiences work not just on PCs and desktops, but also, and in the browser, but also we're delivering a fully native mobile apps for Dynamics 365 that can be used across any iOS, Android, or Windows device. And these also can be used just standalone on the device, but they also seamlessly integrate with Office apps that are mobile and on the device as well to deliver a fantastic end-to-end experience. And what I'd like to do now is invite Marco on stage to show us how Dynamics 365 helps you be more productive and how this productivity can be used in the context of the existing productivity applications that your employees are already using. Here's Marco.
Thank you very much, Scott. Thank you very much, everybody. With Dynamics 365, we're taking productivity to a whole new level. We're simplifying the experiences, and we're also blending together productivity tools and business processes, Office 365 and Dynamics. We're also blurring the boundaries between front office and back office, between CRM and ERP. And we're using the latest Microsoft technologies, not for technology's sake, but for the sake of delivering these beautiful, immersive new experiences. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to take a role of a sales representative who's sitting in the back of a taxi going to visit a customer. I'm going to do what a lot of us do a lot of the time, which is I'm looking at my email and reading my email. If you look at my email here, I see actually that there's an email from Jim Glenn, in which case they're looking forward to the meeting I'm just going to be walking into. As I'm doing that, I want to get informed. I'm going to get to the latest information about this customer so I can have an informed meeting with him. So all I'm going to do is open Dynamics 365 for sales. And as I do that, Dynamics 365 understands the context in which I'm in, understands which customer I'm emailing with, and what to see. It opens all the information about that customer and interaction with the customer right here within my email and my phone. So right now I can see I'm talking to Jim Glenn, who's a purchasing manager. I've sent him a brochure. There's some previous cases around damaged goods. It looks like there's an opportunity around office furniture. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, it's a $2,000 opportunity. I want to learn more about that. So what I'm going to do is just tap on Open Record. And again, Dynamics 365 understands my context, launches the mobile app for sales, and opens that opportunity right within my phone for sales, where I can get all the information about that opportunity in my hand as I sit in the back of the taxi going to the meeting. In this app, I can now look at documents. I can see the documents I've exchanged with this customer. And this shows me not the full drive of my documents, but only the relevant information, only the relevant documents to that customer. I can go back, and I can actually now, while sitting in the back of my taxi, open this, create a new Word template for an opportunity proposal, and that's going to generate in Microsoft Word on a mobile device a proposal that I can quickly edit and send off to the customer even before I actually got to the meeting. Everything from the back seat of a taxi. Now, I go into the meeting and have a great meeting with this customer. We shake hands and I leave, and now back in the taxi going back to my office. As I do that, I actually go in an email and I look and I see a great email coming from the customer. He says, we're really interested in this. This is looking great. We really like to get a quote for that. So what I got to do now is say, open Dynamics 365 for financials. And from my phone, now not only I get the relationship information with this customer, but I get full financials information about the customer. Again, Dynamics 365 understands my context and gives me information about that customer. So here I see the balance, and I see there's some aging accounts receivable. I might want to remind him next time that he needs to make some payments. And as I'm in this screen, I can actually go ahead and right from my mobile device say, I want to create a sales quote. And as I do that, it will create a sales quote. And notice how it pre-populates everything on the screen with information, the context of that email, the address, the company of that customer, and I can go ahead and create that sales quote. So let's see, he was looking for some Rome chairs. And let's select that. So here I get my item list, and if I just look at the different items, and scroll down to Rome chair, and I think he was asking for a quantity of 10, was it? And just like that, I created a quote on my phone, and I can just go tap up here and say, send by email, and I've sent Jim now a quote that he will receive in his inbox when he checks his email. So I've done all this effectively on my phone, in the backseat of the car, or I could be walking over to a customer. Now, thank you, like that. Now the next day I'm back in the office, and when I'm in the office, I'm doing what a lot of us do in the office. I'm looking into my Outlook and reading my email. So as I'm reading through the email, actually the good news just got even better. So Jim really liked the quote, and he says, could you add another 10 items to that quote? Now what it used to do, I'd have to switch between different applications and try to find Jim in a different system to make the quote and update a quote. But right here from this email, he's referring to this quote, and all I got to do is open that quote right within the email of Outlook. And there I can see, again, all the information about that quote. I see it's from Coho Winery. I see that here's the quote I just sent, and he's basically asking me to add 10 more pieces, which is very simple for me to do. I just go ahead and add, and resend that by email. And right here from in Outlook, I just generated an updated quote with an updated quantity, and you'll see that I have now 20 pieces and this beautiful quote that I've sent to Jim right from the conversation I had in the email. So as I keep on working throughout my day in Office 365, I look at my calendar. And this is certainly a calendar view I'd really love to have one day with only one meeting. Yeah, that'd be great. But what I have here actually is this one great demo meeting that I have. This is a meeting with this customer coming up. What I can do right there, I can say I want to reply to everybody from that meeting. If I click Reply All, it's going to open an email. And now, watch this. If I go to Dynamics 365 for sales, again, right here from an email, it detects the context of that message. It understands who I'm about to write to. It knows which company it is. It knows who the people are. And I can see the entire history of conversation, everything I've done with these people on this mail thread. I can look at the different persons and Rena, and I can actually reply to this email with a single click. All I have to do is go into templates and take one of the predefined templates for replies and say, meeting thank you, add to email, and I'm going to attach a file, which is a presentation from the last meeting right here, and off we go. So just like that, with a few clicks, I can interact with a customer, sustain that relationship, and thank them for the great business we had. Now, what we're doing is not just productivity in terms of blending different experiences. We're also bringing productivity by means of integrating the latest Microsoft technologies in what we use in every day in the back office. So what we have here is an item list. We have an inventory. And if I look at the Athens desk, you see something very interesting here on the right-hand side. Cortana Intelligence is plugged into the back end, and it's continuously analyzing ambient data and inventory data to give me inventory predictions, inventory forecasting. So I see here that I'm going to run out of inventory in this graph. But not only do I see I'm going to run out of inventory, I can take action based on that intelligence right away. So I can go in here and say, create purchase invoice. And as I do that, the Cortana Intelligence Suite is going to automatically recommend me the quantity I need to put in a purchase invoice in order to restock my inventory next period. But that's not the end. You can also see there's a message here saying, hey, when you're actually buying from this vendor, you're also buying other items you have in your inventory. Would you like to add those as well? I've hit yes, please. It will pre-populate this purchase invoice with other items to buy from that vendor with the predicted amounts in order to restock my inventory. So these are some of the new experiences we bring into Dynamics 365. We believe we're bringing productivity to a whole new level. Thank you very much. Scott.
So we've talked about the purpose-built and productive nature of Dynamics 365. Let's switch gears now and talk about another of the core themes of Dynamics 365, which is how it enables you to run your business with even more intelligence. More and more data is being created in the world today, and there's an ever-increasing need to be able to derive insights from this data and to be able to turn it into intelligent action. And with Dynamics 365, we're making it incredibly easy to do this. Dynamics 365 comes with built-in features that are backed by artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms. What this means is that Dynamics 365 can actually use the data already stored in your Dynamics 365 system and your Office 365 system as well to help guide your employees on how to drive the right business outcomes for your organization. Dynamics 365 also now has built-in support for data visualizations and business intelligence across all the different Dynamics 365 data, enabling you to track and optimize your business outcomes. And Dynamics 365 integrates deeply with Azure and our Cortana intelligence capabilities to make it easy to provide you the ability to easily integrate data from a wide variety of sources, and not just your CRM and ERP systems, but any other system you have within your organization. Get deeper insights that drive your business, and build truly transformational customer systems. So what do I mean by building truly transformational customer systems? Let me share with you an example of some of the work we're doing with McDonald's on just such an app. For McDonald's, as you can imagine, the most mission-critical application that they have is the efficiency of their drive-thru. That's really what fast food is all about. And the key thing that they wanted to do was optimize it so that people can get in and get out fast with the order that they want. And when you think about the actual task that a McDonald's employee has to accomplish this and deliver the right set of food is actually incredibly hard. Hearing what a customer is saying when they're driving through the drive-thru with background noise, sometimes screaming kids in the background, is incredibly hard. And what I want to do is show you a video clip of some audio of one just such an order, so you get a sense of just how hard it is. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to actually see how we've helped McDonald's use our Cortana intelligence system to do automatic speech detection based on that order and infer, based on the actual McDonald's food model, exactly what that customer wants and being able to deliver that experience in a dramatically better way. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Good afternoon, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? Yes, I would like 2 Happy Meals, 1 cheeseburger and 1 chicken McNugget, both with fries and apples, 1 with a chocolate milk and 1 with a small orange juice. Also give me 2 cheeseburgers, both of those no onion and 1 of those no ketchup as well, 1 fry and a large coffee, 2 cream, 3 sugars. Would you like that fry to be large? Yes, thank you. Would you like barbecue sauce with those nuggets? No, sweet and sour. Is the order on your screen correct? Yes. Okay, your total is $14.68. Please pull around to the first window.
We've taken decades of work from Microsoft Research in things like speech, in computer vision, in natural text language understanding, and made them available as APIs with our Cortana intelligence offering. And these capabilities, combined with the other rich machine learning and data analytics services in Cortana intelligence, provide a platform that enables you to build transformational systems. No other vendor out there has the richness of our business applications, combined with the power of our cloud and data analytics platforms. But we also recognize that not every organization out there has data scientists or machine learning specialists on their staff, which is why we've also been building in artificial intelligence capabilities directly into our Dynamics solutions. In fact, we added the first artificial intelligence capability in Dynamics more than 2 years ago. And with Dynamics 365, we now have literally dozens of built-in intelligence capabilities that you can take advantage of. And these range from product recommendations, customer service sentiment analysis, to preemptive customer service. And each of these is designed to enable your employees to make better decisions and drive better business outcomes. And what I want to do is just walk you through one of these capabilities that we're announcing and showing for the first time today as part of the Dynamics 365 release that we call Relationship Insights. So Relationship Insights takes advantage of the data you already have stored both in Dynamics 365 and in Office 365 to deliver prescriptive recommendations that can enable your salespeople to engage even better with customers. One of the cool capabilities that Relationship Insights provides, in fact, is the ability to automatically capture the data from emails that you send and receive with Office 365 and have that data be automatically populated into your Dynamics 365 sales system. And this saves your salespeople from having to manually update all their opportunities each day and enables your salespeople to instead spend more time focused on actually selling. Relationship Insights then makes it easy for salespeople to stay on top of the relationships that they have with their customers. It monitors the communication that salespeople have with those customers, so every email back and forth that they do, and can automatically calculate the relationship health based on the content of that email and directly surface it inside the sales tool. So for example, in this screenshot here, you can see how Relationship Insights is helping a salesperson understand the status of the relationship with each of their open opportunities. Is it healthy? Have they not been in good touch? Is the customer upset or angry? And then the bubble chart on the right-hand side helps salespeople further prioritize which relationships to focus on, not just by looking at the health, but also by the total opportunity size. And so they can understand and be laser focused on who do they need to basically improve that relationship with. Relationship Insights then provides proactive personal sales assistance to help make a salesperson even more productive. For example, it surfaces these recommendations directly to the salesperson inside their sales application. For example, here it's warning the salesperson that an opportunity is likely at risk because there's been no communication with the customer in the last 30 days. It can also help coach a salesperson on how best to take advantage of new opportunities. For example, let's say a salesperson sent an email to that customer. We can actually track when the email was opened by the customer and surface that directly inside the sales tool to say, hey, the customer just opened this particular email. And at any point, a salesperson can basically track all the communication that they've had with their customers to understand really the full history of that communication and be able to get insights from it. For example, here Relationship Insights indicates not just that the customer opened the email, but they actually clicked one of the links within it, and where and when did they actually click that link, meaning it might be a good time to give them a call. And Relationship Insights is just one of the many artificial intelligence capabilities now built into Dynamics 365. And we're surfacing these AI capabilities literally across all of the Dynamics 365 business apps. And all of them help make your employees more effective and can help your company achieve and deliver even better business results. Business intelligence and data visualization capabilities are now also built into all of the Dynamics 365 business apps. You can use Power BI to create rich reports across all of your Dynamics 365 data now. We're also including and using the new embedded Power BI capabilities so that we can surface these reports directly into the sales application so that it feels naturally part of the application experience. So for example, that browser right there isn't the standalone Power BI app, it's actually the sales app with the Power BI directly embedded within it. And what I'd like to do is invite Param on stage to show off all these rich intelligence capabilities and showcase how easy it is to take advantage of them within literally every Dynamics 365 solution. Here's Param.
Thank you, Scott. So what I'd like to show you is how me as a salesperson can be more effective at my job with the help of artificial intelligence. Now, what I'd like to start today is in my mobile device. Like many of you, as a salesperson, I start my day on a mobile device. I open my mobile application that launches the sales app that tells me what's going on with my today. Now, in my world, there's always a lot going on. I need to find out what is it that I need to focus on to be more effective, to be more responsive to my customers' needs. Now, what I like about this app is that I come in, it reminds me that I've got meetings coming up. For example, I've got a meeting coming up with Microsoft, one of my key accounts. I'm going to touch that meeting, and as soon as I touch that meeting, it starts to give me information about that meeting. Who are the people that I'm meeting? What's going on with those people? I can start to collect some quick information about that particular account. I can find out what is the meeting about? Are there certain people in the meeting that are part of the meeting? So I can start to get some very quick information about that particular opportunity. So I've got, for example, I navigated back to my home page right now. I want to show you a few other cards that actually drive intelligence into my application. So for example, here's one that says an opportunity that's about to close soon. If I want to work on this, I can start working on it now. But if I've got something else going on, I can quickly slide to the left, and I'll be able to snooze this for about 12 hours or dismiss this if I didn't want that alert or this notification. Now, what I really like about this is it's actually mining data, mining the content of my emails to suggest actions that I should take in CRM, highlighting the things that I need to focus on right now. So for example, I've got a customer here that wants to meet with me. This customer is an important prospect that I'm trying to close an opportunity with. It bubbles that up to the top of my alert. It sends me that I want to quickly create a meeting with that particular person. If I've got a key customer that's having an issue, it suggests me actions so this customer is having an issue so I can open that email and quickly log a case for that particular customer. I've got a customer that wants to buy something from us. I've got the intent detected as part of the content of that email to say that I want to now quickly create a lead for this particular customer and see if I can fulfill my customer's needs and my first customer's demands related to that. I've got some other cards here. For example, I've got an activity here. I've got an opportunity for which there hasn't been much activity. I probably want to engage on that opportunity and find out what's going on. If I want, I can quickly navigate to that opportunity and find out what's going on. I've also got a card here that says a competitor was mentioned in relation to a particular opportunity I'm working on. So if I want to add that competitor, I can now just touch it right here and be able to add that competitor directly into my thing. If I click on the open record for the opportunity that we're looking at, it navigates me to the opportunity so I can get the full view of that opportunity that I'm working on. But what's nice is that recommendations or machine learning or intelligence continues to follow as I navigate through the application. If you notice this icon on the bottom left of the screen here, that's actually suggesting other cross-sell and upsell recommendations for this customer based on other items I have in that particular opportunity. So again, applying machine learning to really make me more effective at what I'm trying to do with my customers. Now we're going to switch gears for a second and see how this is really helping a manager as well. How we're taking insights, relationship insights, and business intelligence to really help my managers be more effective in their job as well. Now, as a manager, my role is to make sure that I'm helping my team achieve our goals, and I'm here to make sure that I'm managing all the exceptions in my business. So what I really like is the charts that help me manage my business are now available directly within CRM. So I can quickly slice and dice the data to be able to understand the key trends and key things that are impacting my business. I'm able to quickly drill on something. If I wanted to find out what's going on with Sven's opportunities in his pipeline, I can touch it and very quickly get some information based on that particular thing without having to leave CRM. Now, if I wanted to drill into, for example, my list of open opportunities, I can click on this tile, and this takes me to the list of my open opportunities. Now, what you're looking at here is information that's in CRM, but it's commingled with information that we're collecting in aggregate form from Exchange. So we're trying to understand, am I truly engaged? Am I truly effective in meeting and responding to my customers where it matters the most? for the most important opportunities, for the most important deals? Am I really doing enough to engage my customers? Now let's look at this in a little bit more visual fashion. So if I click on this right here, it basically shows here on the y-axis my relationship health, which is determined based on the number of touch points that I have with my customers in CRM, in Exchange, in phone call logs, wherever I'm collecting that data from. And on the x-axis, it shows me what is my estimated close time for that particular opportunity. The bubble reflects the size of the potential revenue that's at stake for that particular opportunity. So just one quick look at this, it can tell me as a manager where I need to intervene, right? That's the bottom left, this big red bubble right here that basically says I've got low relationship health for an opportunity that's about to close very soon. So I drill onto that opportunity and start to find out more about what's happening with this opportunity. As I come in, I can very quickly see that we haven't scheduled a next touch point with this customer. My relationship health, which is measured by the number of touch points I have with this customers, is declining. And the last interaction that we had was more than a week ago. So that's already setting off some red flags for me. I can see here by interaction, how much time we've spent with them in email, across different channels that we have with them, how much time the customer has spent with us. This is available for all the opportunities that we're looking at. And I like this chart a lot as well, which basically trends how much time we're spending across time with this customer on this opportunity. You know, if I'm very effective at this, working on this opportunity, I like to see this trend going up. I like to see the activity velocity, the number of things that we're doing with this customer is trending upwards so that I know that I'm really deeply engaged and as I'm getting closer to the decision point for that opportunity, I can do that. Now, what I also like is the charts, the alerts that we saw in the Salesperson app when I launched the mobile application are now also available in the context of this particular opportunity as well. And here it is telling me that for this particular opportunity, you know, I've got an email that we sent to them that we haven't seen a response for. As I click on that particular email, I can see that this email has actually been opened a few times. The attachments have also been viewed, but the customer really hasn't responded. So this is telling me that I really need to do more than just send this customer emails, and maybe it's time for me as a manager to get with my account team and see if we can go have a meeting with this customer and really get back in the game with this opportunity and try to find out what's going on. So it really helps me manage, be more effective as a sales manager as well. One of the last things I'm going to show you is the in-store experience. So if I'm an in-store associate helping sell in a retail environment, as a customer walks into my store, a beacon recognizes that my customer Scott's walked into the store. We can very quickly get a sense of who the customer is, what kind of loyalty cards we have with this customer, and we can look at what the recent purchases that the customer has done with us. We can also see the wish lists that have been created by this particular customer. More importantly, we can see a set of product recommendations that have been made by Cortana Intelligence to suggest what products I want to recommend to this customer while they're in store. Now, this is based on the past purchase behavior. This is based on what the customer has put in their wish list. This is based on the behavioral data that we're collecting from website clicks to be able to make those intelligent recommendations so that I can have a good conversation and meet my customer's demands. Now, I can also go into the customer's wish list, and if this customer has a specific question about a particular product, I can answer those questions. And what's nice about this content that gets surfaced in this application, it is personalized to the taste, to the needs of this particular customer. So it's not just the regular product content. We're personalizing it based on what we know Scott cares about and what we know Scott would want to get answers on. So we can really quickly answer Scott's questions. And if Scott is happy and his desires and needs are met, then we can very quickly click 2 buttons and add this to the shopping cart and be ready to transact with this customer. So as you saw, we basically took intelligence and applied that to the sales rep scenario to have the sales rep focus on the things that matter most in helping them meet their goals. We took a look at how a sales manager is using intelligence and machine learning to manage exceptions in their business, to look at relationship insights and analytics to make sure that we're driving the right kind of engagement with our customers, and how an in-store associate, a salesperson in store, is using machine learning to drive the right recommendations to our customers. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob. So as you've seen, built into Dynamics 365 is the ability to get automatic intelligence capabilities that enable you to optimize your business outcomes using the data you already stored in both Dynamics 365 and inside Office 365. But the reality is the data that you store in your business doesn't just live in your CRM, your ERP, or your email systems. You know, it lives on the web. It lives in social networks, from IoT devices, legacy systems everywhere within your organization, and many other places. And the power of the Microsoft Cloud is that we also provide the cloud and data analytics platform necessary to ingest all of this data, combine it with the data that you do store inside your Dynamics 365 system, and get even richer intelligence from it. And today I'm really excited to announce a new product offering as part of the Dynamics 365 family that we call Customer Insights for Dynamics 365. And it makes it even easier to build customer intelligence solutions that seamlessly integrate it with your Dynamics 365 data and applications. It's built on top of the core Azure and Cortana intelligence data services that we provide. But what's nice about Customer Insights is it delivers a SaaS-based solution that makes it incredibly easy to build a 360-degree view of your customers without having to hire a lot of data scientists. It enables you to ingest data from literally any data source to populate that 360-degree customer view. And it enables you to take advantage of built-in machine learning algorithms that we've already built to help accelerate you getting deep insights from all that data. And it helps enable you to build transformational customer insight systems, ones that allow you to take your business to the next level. So we've talked about the purpose-built, productive, and intelligent nature of Dynamics 365. Let's switch gears now and talk about our last core theme of Dynamics 365, which is how it's adaptable and enables you to optimize it for literally any business. You know, throughout this keynote, I've talked about a number of customers who are delivering and implemented transformational business systems. You know, Real Madrid, Metrobank, Rolls-Royce, AccuWeather, TGI Fridays, and Marston's. A key element of all their success was how they were able to easily integrate Dynamics with existing systems they already had, and then also, more importantly, adapt it to be a perfect fit for the business outcomes that they wanted to accomplish. Why is this so important? You know, to support your growth and to truly transform and disrupt markets, you need systems that can be easily adapted to the new speed at which business is moving. Where your operating models might change every 6 to 18 months now versus what it might have been multiple years in the past. And Dynamics 365 supports the existing extensibility capabilities that you're already using today with Dynamics CRM, AX, and NAV. So if you're building solutions using XRM with AX or NAV today, they'll continue to work in Dynamics 365. And we're continuing to enhance and improve the XRM, AX, and NAV extensibility models with new features and new capabilities. With Dynamics 365, we're also introducing powerful new extensibility capabilities that enable you to build composite applications that can work against all the data that's stored in Dynamics 365 applications, as well as data stored outside of Dynamics 365. Our new common data model surfaces all the data stored within Dynamics 365 across a common set of entities that model data across all the different business applications we have: sales, customer service, operation, financials, and more. And what's great is that we also integrate entities from Office 365 in the common data model as well. This means if you set up meetings, for example, with a customer to discuss a sales opportunity, the opportunity entity in the Dynamics 365 sales app will be automatically linked to the meeting entity inside Office 365. And the entities that are available in the common data model go far beyond just what's inside Dynamics 365 and Office 365 out of the box. You can, in fact, add your own entities as well as integrate ones from partners. And this gives you an incredibly powerful way to model all your data across all your business processes that can span across literally every system within your organization in which you can then seamlessly extend and accelerate all your business apps and all your productivity solutions. And to make it even easier to build composite applications and to build processes that can span across all these different systems, we introduced this year our new Power Apps and Microsoft Flow tools. Power Apps and Flow make it possible to build solutions that work both with the common data model, as well as data stored in existing systems and other data sources. And with Power Apps and Flow, you can build apps and forms without having to be a professional developer. In fact, if you know PowerPoint and Excel, you can now build a business application that works not just in a browser, but also as a native mobile app on any Windows, iOS, or Android device. And what I'd like to do is invite Amir Netz on stage to show off Power Apps and the Common Data Model and demonstrate how you can use them to adapt Dynamics 365 to literally any business environment. Here's Amir.
Thank you, Scott. The Common Data Model is at the foundation of Dynamics 365. It has hundreds of entities expertly defined in it that are optimized to run your business. You find here entities like account and invoice and product. Now, this is a common data model, which means it's common to all of you, it's common to all of your applications, it is common to hundreds of millions of users of Office 365 and Dynamics 365 that will have access to it. And it is adaptable. When I go into the product entity, you'll find that in addition to dozens of fields that our experts have defined, you can find your own custom fields in here. You can add your own custom fields, you can add your own custom entities. So you can build anything with it. And the kind of thing that you can build are pretty amazing. This common data model right now doesn't look visually very appealing, but look at this application here. This application is built on top of the common data model of Dynamics 365, and it's kind of beautiful. It's designed for the mobile device. It has shown us a product catalog. It allows us to analyze categories of products. So I can go in here, look at the individual product, maybe rank it, maybe look at the Power BI dashboard embedded inside the application. And what's really cool about it is that any one of you can build such an application because it doesn't require a single line of code. It is all built on top of Power Apps. So this is Power Apps, and as Scott said, it's kind of like PowerPoint for building applications. Each one of the screens here is like a slide, and you have your kind of screen sorter in here. And to build one of those screens, it's just like positioning visuals inside the PowerPoint slide. So we're going to build one of those. First, we would like to create a form here that allows us to submit a new product for the analysis. So we're going to insert here a form to fill in data, and we're going to connect. First of all, we're going to position the form on the screen to the right position. That's not bad. And we're going to connect it to data. So we're going to go to that product table we've seen there in the common data model. And we're going to look, and these are the fields that are showing up there. And we're going to go here. We're going to take the product name. And we're going to take here, we'll go all the way down. We're going to take here the rating of the product, the quantity available, and maybe even the style category. Now, you can see it's just one click, and the field shows up on the screen in a very visual way, but it's more than that. I can go and customize it because the common data model holds a lot of metadata about those fields. It really knows how to offer me the right visuals. So for example, for ratings, it's not the small integers. So it says, how about you do the rating as a star rating? And for the quantity available, that one, I think, a slider is the most appropriate one. And for the style category, since the common data model knows what kind of values are available there, it's just ready to go. I don't have to do anything. Now, as I said, this application is really optimized for a mobile device. So it has access to all these unique capabilities of a mobile device. For example, I can go in and connect to the GPS of the device, or I can connect to the camera of the device. So let's add the camera here. Now we have a camera control. You can see the live feed from the camera of my Surface here. I'm going to just resize it a little bit. Actually, let's keep it like this. And what I want to do is I want to take photos, and I want to capture them in a gallery of photos. So I'm going to insert an image gallery as well. Let's add this one here. Again, move it to the right place, resize it a little bit, and we're almost done. Just one more thing here. We haven't added any logic. And this is where the kind of the Excel nature of Power Apps comes into play. To add logic, you don't have to write lines of code, but you can write formulas. So for example, here, what I want to do is, whenever somebody is using the camera, and we're going to go here for the on select, what we want to do here is, we want to go and write a formula. And the formula will be, we're going to collect into the photos collection. We're going to collect from the camera. We're going to collect the photo. And now we have, every time somebody uses the camera, a new photo is added to the collection. And we're going to bind that image gallery to that photos collection. Now let's check if it's working. I don't even have to run the product in order to see if it's working. I'm just going to go and try to click here. And I guess it's not working. I probably did, oh yeah, I did something here into, yeah, okay, let's see. No, I got it wrong. But I do have a backup one, so let's run it. Oh, here you go, it is working, great. Okay, so it is working, okay. So let's run it from the top here. I'm going to go here to the, I'm going to go here to the top form, and I'm going to go and run it. And I'm going to go and submit a new product, as we did before. I'm going to have here a men's shoe. And I love that shoe. We're going to add it here. The style category is going to be a dress shoe. And we don't have many of those, so we're just going to take it here. And we're going to capture some photos. So let me just take the shoe off here. And we're going to take the photo here. Actually, I need somebody from back. I'm working on the backup here, so I need to maybe you move me to the backup here. So oh, can you move it to? Here we go. We're going back to primary. Here we go. That's it. The shoe. I want to capture the photo, and I want to capture another photo of the shoe. Really, so now it's available, right? We're about to submit. I'm going to put it on. I don't used to doing demos with one shoe. So we're going to submit it. Now, submitting a product actually requires a business process. Because if it's a good product, we want to do a competitive analysis of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Microsoft Flow to run the business process. Again, it's a way to author business processes without a single line of code. You can actually see here the flow chart. And you can see one that is almost ready-made. It's one that says whenever I click the button there to submit in the application, it's going to get a record from the common data model, and then check to see if the rating is over 3 stars. And if so, it's going to notify by team by sending email. And then it's going to go and schedule on Exchange a competitive analysis meeting. And then we're going to add one more action to show you how easy it is. I'm going to add an action, and it's going to be a push notification. That is, and now I have to fill in the information. What is the text I want to push in here? Well, what's really cool about it is that all the information from upstream in the flow is available for me. For example, I can see here the subject line for my email. So that's what I'm going to push in the push notification to the team, the same subject line from the email. And I'm kind of ready to go, so I'm going to update the flow. And let's see how it works. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to submit. And when I go back, it can take a few seconds. And sometimes when I'm on stage, it takes more than a few seconds. And it's going to go do the verification, do the authentication, and everything goes well, it will start running. And you can see it's running, it's completed here, and we can see here that when we go here to the mail, and I lost my, here we go, we go here to the mail, we can see here that we actually have a new mail showing up here, and that mail is showing up the photos that I took. Here's the shoe. I can go in, look at it, and it's kind of beautiful. And there's immediately on the schedule, the mail have been sent, all without a single line of code. Now, that's cool, right? Now, if I like this application, I can use it internally, or I can be more generous and put it up on AppSource. And when I put it up on AppSource, I can put it just for the rest of the organization. I can put it for the rest of the community. So anyone who's using the common data model can download this application and use it out of the box. And it doesn't really matter if you sell shoes, you sell PCs, or you sell alpacas. You can download it, and it will start working for you. So here's how it will look like if you are in the latter group. Yeah, it's kind of pretty cool. So out of the box, right? So you've seen how we can go and adapt and extend Dynamics 365 with the common data model, with Power Apps, and with Microsoft Flow to create brand new, exciting applications and to sell alpacas. Thank you.
So we've covered a lot today. This was the first time we've shown publicly Dynamics 365, and I really hope that you like what you've seen. Everything you saw today is real, and we'll start making Dynamics 365 available to you to start using starting November 1st. For existing Dynamics CRM Online and Dynamics AX7 customers, you'll be able to automatically update your systems to Dynamics 365 without having to change anything. All of the existing functionality that you use today will continue to just work. As part of the standard app update mechanisms that we already have built in there, you'll be notified starting in November that an update's available. You apply that, and your system continues to work just fine, but with a lot more features, a lot more capabilities, and the ability to take advantage of all the great services that we showed off today. For NAV and GP customers running on premises today, good news is you can continue to run on premises. There's no need to move to the cloud if you don't want to. But if you do want to move to the cloud and take advantage of Dynamics 365 for financials, you can easily do so using some migration tools that we're releasing as well. Dynamics 365 is a pivotal release for us, and we're introducing with it tremendous new capabilities. Capabilities that are going to enable you to accelerate your businesses even faster. It's never been a better day and a better time to be a Dynamics customer. And if there's one thing I want to leave all of you in this room with, it's that the opportunities for all of us in this room to drive digital transformation and have enormous business impact to our organizations has never been greater. And all of us at Microsoft are really looking forward to the opportunity to partner with you as part of this journey. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great event.